How do high net worth individuals, investors, online business owners, entrepreneurs get beds and chef-cooked food in the sky for 95% off? How do they get free upgrades valued between $100 and $500 per night each night they stay in a hotel? If you want to get a $6,200 flight for $245, like I did from Amsterdam to Panama City, a whopping 96% off, which is around $6,000 saved in just one flight. And I take more than 50 flights a year. Here's another example, a $598 flight that I just got for $41. That's a 93% off, saving $557. And the flight was not even for me, it was for my filmmaker, because I have so many points that I don't even get to use them all. So I give them. I use them for the best players from my team, for family, and for friends. And you could do the same. Share it with virtually anybody you want. Now, before I go in detail about who is this for, who is this not for, who am I? Brief introduction, Miquel Gironès, founder of First Class Investor, this company that helps you get all of these perks, the travel hacking, the 95% off the flights, everything, because I did it myself, more than 2 years, travel hacking around the world. I started in this world, zero taxes, passports, residencies, bank accounts, offshore companies, trusts that we can talk about. That's for another video. I live it every day. I experiment these things myself. I get the results. I pave the way. Then I capitalize on what I learn, the context, the methods, sharing it with other people. Pretty straightforward. Business is business. Now, for first class investor, what are the 3 key concepts? I will plant this seed in your mind and it's gonna sprout and grow into something that will save you a bunch of money and give you more comfort in your life and people around you. Key concept number 1. Traveling should be in absolute comfort. Should be beds in the sky, chef-cooked food, 5-star hotel type of treatment, and you should not settle for less. Because are you a peasant or what? Number 2, flights and hotels should cost you 80 to 97% less than the price tag that you see on the websites, in the apps. Those are the general public price tags. And you should not pay for that. They ask you for that money. Oh yeah, let me pay. Boss, you see the big number, cross it, and then you see the real number. We pay, the first class investors, 80 to 97% off. So wait before paying and learn how you can get that down. Number 3, loopholes exist. And your peers, other business owners, high net worth individuals, they're already doing it. Why are you gonna stay in the back? You can also get this lifestyle. So that's the 3rd concept. Now, is this for you? Personal expenses, business expenses. Because how are you gonna get the points? By spending money. Personal expenses count restaurants, lifestyle, could be the gym, the car, the gas, a lease, whatever. Personal life. Are you spending more than 3K a month in your personal life? If so, this is gonna already make sense for you. Are you spending more than $10,000 a month personal expenses? This is gonna be a no-brainer. When you hear the offer, it will be like, no-brainer. Now, business side, because there's more. You can also put expenses through the business credit cards. So, think about payroll. Could be employees, contractors, freelancers. Think about the ads, which have huge multipliers with the right credit cards. You get many more points per dollar spent. Any expense, even if you now put it through debit cards or even transfers, there are ways to offset the fees of the credit card payment, the payment processors, and still get value from those points. How much are you spending on the business side per month? Is it more than 10,000 a month? Then you're gonna be, are you spending more than 50,000 or 100,000 a month? It's gonna be a complete no-brainer. You'll be like, man, just leaving so much money on the table. So now, imagine not having to negotiate with yourself. You don't have to choose between, oh, shall I get the standard room or the one with views? Oof, the suite, it's too expensive. Imagine that's over. You pay for the standard room with the discounted rate and with hotel status, they give you the premium suite. Same with the flights. Oh, this is a short flight, should I fly economy? Every flight is going to be business class. You'll not think about it. You have enough points, boom, done. You will pay less cash for the business or the first class ticket than paying without the points, without the credit cards for economy. And I can tell you this because it's the conversation that I have again and again with people like Tom, with Antonio, Neil, Roy, people that come to these trips to Miami that we meet around the world offline. They tell me, man, you know, this feeling of frustration, especially with the comparison when they saw on social media other men that were having this lavish lifestyle. They were flying business class, first class all the time. They were driving the Lambos, having the nice hotels and the great meals. How does this man do it? You know, and some of them is like, oh, that's gonna be, this man is gonna break the bank in 3 months, in 6 months, in 12 months. But they keep posting stories and videos and shorts and YouTube documentaries. It's like, damn it. They keep flying around. They make the math. It's like all of these trips, you look even at the website, this must be like $300,000 a year in traveling, Ollie. And you realize that all of this luxury living, instead of 300,000, they pay 5% of that. They maybe pay 10, 15,000. The rest, it's point, it's miles. They don't pay cash. So voila, here you have one of the biggest scams ever. Now let's go into the reality check. What you need to do to make this happen. Bad news and good news. Bad news, you need to travel to the US. So it helps if you already have some passport that gives access to the US, or you have a visa that allows access to the United States. The good news is that this trip to the USA is to Miami. 3 to 5 business days only. And Miami, why? Because that's where we have our bankers, the ones that we set the appointments for you, and they already know you are a client coming from us, boom, proof of address, number, everything, the documents, the ITIN, done. That's the results that you saw in the beginning of this video. That's how we do it for our clients. Because even if I make it look simple, I'm not talking about, oh, go to Miami, go to Bank of America, walk into the branch and done. Or, oh, get these credit cards and that's it. Start spending, pay it on time, you're gonna have points, voila. Now we're talking about this. There's a course, there's a guide, there's the community support. It's a minimum commitment of a 6 months journey to making this work for you. So there's much more to this. But as a summary, this whole process, 5 steps. Number 1, you start the process. After you go through the calls, you are a right fit, you make the payment, we get started. Then 2 to 3 months in, you will fly to Miami. Everything is gonna be set. 3 to 5 business days, you open 4 bank accounts. Personal level, you can open 2 or even 3. At the business level, you get up to 3 credit cards right away approved, and voila, you are set. The rest can be done remotely. After that, 3 to 4 months in, you already have enough points for you to take your first flight, business or first class, for 95% off. Congratulations! Now you have a taste of it, and you are recovering a big part of the investment already in your first flight. And finally, a few months later, 2 to 3 transatlantic flights or long flights, 8 hours or more, you will have saved more than the amount you invested in this program. So the promise is fulfilled. You've recovered your investment. Congratulations. Anything beyond that, it's just pure savings for you and anybody that uses your points. Now, for the gentlemen, the men who make money and want to know if it's gonna be a good ROI or no, good return on the investment, listen up. 4 case studies in under 3 minutes. The clock starts now. Number 1, Tom, American citizen. He could not open bank accounts no matter what. He had problems with the proof of address, with the credit score.
Wells Fargo had me convinced that my proof of address would never work, and I've had an unbelievable amount of problems for like a few years with them.
He flew from Philippines to Miami to invest 4 days with me. Result, his Capital One venture card with $4,500 limit got increased to $20,000 and turned from a venture to a Venture X, the best card in Capital One. More results, Chase account, he could never open one. Immediately, he opens one and he applies directly for the Chase Sapphire Reserve, the best card in Chase. $17,000 approved right away, credit limit, he has the best card in Chase now. And here's what he says.
I opened a new bank account with Chase and a new bank account with B of A, but Wells Fargo had me convinced that my proof of address would never work, and I've had an unbelievable amount of problems for like a few years with them. And using the information from Miquel and then going in and kind of saying it that way and just behaving that way, both Chase and B of A were like, oh yeah, no problem, boom, and gave me the account. And then each one actually wanted to have a major conversation with me, moving some of my company assets and some of my other business to them. They both basically really loved me when I came in, which was really surprising. I'm used to Wells being like, oh no, you're dirty. And both these banks were like, yeah, we love you, come on in. And it was kind of a stark shift in working with the bankers.
Number 2, Roy flies from Barcelona to Miami in 3 days. Number 1, boom, first day, Capital One open, boom, credit card right away approved, $2,000 credit limit for the Quicksilver card. And he gets also 3 other bank accounts open, and is in his way to global transferring his Amex Platinum to a US Amex Platinum, which is much superior. Cool hack that we leverage for Amex users.
I opened 2 bank accounts in Emerald and 1 more account at Credit Strong with 1K of credit a month. So 2 wins for me today.
Amazing. That's a good credit builder that helps go with a credit score because you're getting an extra revolving account. 3. Neil, Mr. Neil from Bali to Miami. The man took 2 flights, 36 hours in total, Bali to Doha, Doha to Miami. Do you think he has nothing else to do with his life? He's a dad, he has his woman in Bali, the child. Why would he do that if the program was nonsense? The day I told him the offer, that day he was like, where should I sign? I'm flying to Miami, take my money, let's go, let's do it. And boom, he secured his spot, he's in Miami, and these are his results.
It's been a long day of wins today. Started off with the Capital One, so got that sorted, got the personal and business. Applied for the credit card, so I'm just waiting on that now. The next thing was Amaran, also applied for personal and getting the business once I fund the personal. And then finish off the day with Chase, personal and corporate as well. And I also applied for the credit cards there, so that should come through this week as well. So 3 knocked out today, just 1 more to go.
And yesterday with the issues with proof of address, and
Yeah,
today, boom,
so-
boom, boom, we found the solution.
Yeah, solution
Right,
was
and
found.
done.
Got the proof of address, came in, just sent it to them via email, and boom, it's done. I just had to say, I'm here from Miguel. That's it. That's it.
That's like, oh yeah, done.
Done.
Amazing. And number 4, Mr. Antonio, Portuguese from Lisbon, flies to Miami. This man, by the way, it's the 6th program that he buys from us. He's done LOCs, he's done ITINs, he's done residencies, and he was like, man, credit offer, let's do it. And he gets these results. Capital One open, Bank of America open, and Chase also open with a new credit card. He has no credit score, fresh new ITIN, no US citizen, he does not pay taxes in the US, and he gets a Chase card with $4,000 limit in that same trip.
Today I got my final personal account set up at Chase. Now I've got the 3 ones, Bank of America, Chase and Capital One, and tomorrow the business accounts.
In a matter of a few months, they'll be flying business class, first class for cheaper than economy. That's the point. Getting the funding to invest in crypto, in businesses. So that's where we're heading. I won't add any more results here because I want this to be short. But if you are skeptical, if you want to know more about our company, about the other 30 people at the time of shooting that have gone through the program and have seen results, it's all documented. It's in the Hall of Wins of our company. It's public. You can go there, watch as many videos as you want, go through everything in detail. You might think, do I have to spend time like a nerd there checking the points and the miles and the graphs and these and redemptions? No, you don't. Actually, we put it in a guide, in a course that's included, that you can even give to your assistant. That's what our wealthiest and busiest clients, they have an entourage of 1 or even multiple executive assistants. They get in touch with us, we explain where things are, they find it in the course, everything is documented, everything is systematized. The assistants book the flights with points, the owner saves the money, everybody's happy. Like literally, this is simpler than the points of the coupons of the supermarket. I remember my mom going to the supermarket and saying,
Miquel, get these points because after we have 30,000 points, we're gonna get a free toaster.
so this is a bit better. You have to spend less time in all of this because you just spend with the cards. You don't even need to think about that. And one day you open the app and voila, you have so many points that you can start getting flights for cheaper than economy, for 95% off. Now, if you want to access this and get these results for yourself, the next step is booking a call. We're going to see in the call that we are a good fit, then another call, and if you make it inside, you're going to start knowing all the ins and outs of how to get to these numbers, the 95% off, flying first class for cheaper than economy, hotels 80% off, so on and so forth, and connect with all the other individuals that already took the program, similar people to you. You're gonna hear the no-brainer offer, you're gonna be like, I'm stupid if I say no to this, because it's a really good offer. I've been doing offers for a while, this one is a really good one, I can tell you. And voila, I'll see you inside. So, the next step, book your call.